Our third day to our visit to the Indiana Dunes, we stayed in the national park areas. Less than a mile from our hotel, the central access to the beach is where we spent several hours in the morning hiking. It was another gloomy day, and as you can see from this shot, we had the beach and the water completely to ourselves. We did a lot of walking this day. When we started, we were clear back here. This little stream from a wetlands up top the dunes was filled with tannins, sediments from acorns and the soil that has been carried down with the stream, and you can see the sand all in this area here that is a darker color. That's the tannins. Marguerite got a ton of good photographs on this trip. It was a lot of fun at the end of the day back at the hotel after she would download her memory card onto her laptop. We would watch a slideshow of all the pictures she had taken that day. I think this image gives you a pretty good idea of how steep these dunes are. In order to climb up, both my boys find it beneficial to use all four limbs instead of just their two. While Marguerite and I continued to take photographs, Hunter continued climbing the dunes and playing with a huge lump of clay he had dug out of the ground. Forrest walked on down the beach. He had walked so far that he needed to turn back around, and he sat upon this log and patiently waited for us to finally catch up with him and then walk back to where he had just come from. I said before that we had the beach to ourselves. That's primarily true. There was one boat that carried a family of 3 children and a mother and father who climbed out and played in the dunes in this area here, where I had previously shown pictures of Forrest and Hunter climbing. This area in here is Mount Baldy. Notice the orange tape in this area, and this whole area is fenced off here. That is because Mount Baldy is temporarily closed. Recently, there was a 7-year-old child who had fallen into a hole into the sand where a tree had been, and he was encased for several hours in the sand. Luckily, they were able to successfully rescue him, but they have closed down the park so that they can investigate the dunes, find potential other hazardous areas where this has happened. I have inserted this image from Google Earth to try to get a perspective of exactly how far we walked. Here's where we started, down here, and we walked this whole area until about right, if I'm estimating correctly, somewhere right around in here. I believe that this area is Mount Baldy. You can see here those tannins that I was telling you about. And look how far down that is going along the shoreline there. For lunch, we returned to Michigan City, to the harbor area, and we found the old train depot, which has been transformed into this restaurant called Swing Bellies. While the decor might make one think that it's a fresh sea market, it's not. It's known for their hamburgers. From Michigan City, we got in the car and traveled about 25 miles to West Beach. These are the stairs that take you up the dune at West Beach. And these are the stairs that take you down. I thought that by going around to the other side, I wouldn't have as many stairs to climb. I was mistaken. Whichever way you do this trail, you are doing stairs. The boys even did more stairs. They took turns running up and down to see how fast they could go. Even though he's a speedy runner, Hunter still takes the time out to smell the roses. Okay, stick wildflowers in his hair. I think we all enjoyed the slow, easygoing pace that we had while we were on this little getaway. I end with the last two pictures, which are actually from day 4. It was a very sunny day. We returned to the state park and hiked Trail 7 back to Mount Holden, which I haven't included pictures of because you've already seen it. And we did actually do just a little bit of swimming. It was the only day that I really got in and did any swimming. It felt great. I sure do hope that Brian will want to go back there with us. I think he will. I know the boys and I sure had a good time. Thanks for watching.